Tomorrow, countries will need to get a trade deal done with the Trump administration or face steep tariffs. The president set that August 1st deadline and said he wasn't going to extend it again, except for, well, he got some progress done with Mexico. Scripps News White House correspondent Haley Bull is live for us now and joins us. Haley, the president had threatened a 30% blanket tariff on those Mexican imports, but for now, that's not going to happen. What's the latest?
Yeah, Andrew, certainly a flurry of activity as we approach that August 1st deadline for reciprocal tariffs to take effect for a number of countries. In the White House this afternoon, indicating that by midnight tonight, countries will either have a letter setting a tariff rate or be subject to an executive order. And the White House today, as they are approaching this midnight deadline, is touting President Trump's trade agenda as a major source of revenue, as well as the progress they have made with specific countries. Though the president warned against any extension of a deadline earlier this week, the White House press secretary did not close the door during the press briefing just within the last hour on the potential for more agreements to be reached in these final hours. Now, over the last 24 hours, we have seen a number of new trade announcements, including an agreement with South Korea to set the rate at 15%. The president announcing an agreement with Pakistan, setting the rate for Brazil at a total of 50%, as well as 25% with India. The president specifically calling out India's purchase of Russian energy. And new this afternoon, President Trump announcing an agreement with Mexico to an extension of 90 days for discussions to continue, while they continue to be subject to tariffs on fentanyl-related tariffs on autos, as well as steel, aluminum, and copper. The White House press secretary saying 2/3 of the United States' 18 major trading partners have what they call deals, while upwards of 200 countries have reached out. Listen.
Of our 18 major trading partners, 2/3 of those trading partners have a deal. We've sent out 17 letters to countries around the world. And the rest of those countries that either do not have a deal or have a letter, they will be hearing from this administration by the midnight deadline tonight.
Now, of course, Andrew, one of the major questions going forward is what the specifics of some of these deals entail, as the text hasn't been publicly made available for all of them at this point. But there are certainly indications that these frameworks are moving forward, but a lot of questions for a number of other countries who are waiting to see what their tariff rate may be and if they can reach a deal with the president before that midnight deadline tonight, Andrew.
And Haley, for that other third or so of countries, the ones without deals, there are some major trading partners on this list. I'm thinking of turning your attention north to Canada. Where do things stand with Canada?
Yeah, this is a significant trading partner for the U.S. and a source of ire for President Trump as these negotiations have played out. And President Trump specifically calling out Canada this week, saying that Canada's intention to recognize a Palestinian state will, quote, make it very hard for us to make a trade deal with them. Now, that is a significant comment, as others who the U.S. has reached deals with, including the U.K., have shared their intent or the potential to do the same moving forward based on the situation in Gaza, how that plays out come the UN General Assembly meeting in September, Andrew. So it remains to be seen what progress, if any, is made with Canada.
All right, a busy few hours, it seems like, in the trade office of the White House. Scripps News White House correspondent Haley Bull for us. Haley, thank you.